we are in the Target parking lot right now.
We're going to get a new pan because the one we have is rusty.
Yes, we need a new cookie sheet because Ben pulled it out of the dishwasher the other day and said, we need a new pan. So that is what we are doing. I didn't film yesterday because yesterday was insanely busy. So yesterday I didn't film at all. It was a very busy day for me. I had a full day of patients and an in-service to give. I also had to come home and...
What's an in-service?
An in-service is like a presentation.
There you go. Okay.
I didn't know. Okay. If you didn't know, an in-service is like a presentation that you give to a bunch of professionals. So it was our coworkers, our rehab manager, and stuff like that. So everybody was watching me give a presentation literally on devices that you can find on Amazon. That was the topic.
Hey, how are you doing? Okay, no problem. I mean, I had a feeling that it was going to probably be tomorrow at the earliest at this point. Yeah. Well, I guess, if y'all put that in and the new canister does good and stuff, y'all test it, then that should be. So, I meant to ask earlier.
Okay, so that was Ben. Sorry to be interrupted. He was calling our mechanic because also my car is in the shop. So I've been using Ben's car. Ben actually drove me to work today. So he got to experience getting up and getting to work by 6:45 in the morning. And he loved it.
Wow, I got so much done.
He got a lot done. More productive, I guess, whenever you're tired in an empty office. I'm not sure. So anyways, yesterday I did my in-service project. Immediately had to come home and worked for hours on a research project for a different class. And so I had to get an assignment done for that. And it was just a busy night, so we ended up just taking it low-key. Had leftovers for dinner and went to sleep. That way we could get up early and go to work. Anyways, so yeah, I guess he just got off the phone. My car is still not going to be ready. So I guess tomorrow will be a repeat of today.
Tomorrow at the earliest is when they said.
Atlanta. Okay.
But more than likely tomorrow. Did you hear him? He said they killed the new canister that they put in there.
Yeah, I heard that. Anyways, so tomorrow will be a repeat of today. Ben will probably take me to work. Hopefully I'll get my car back because leave it to my car to literally give up on me whenever I literally only have one more week to be in office somewhere.
The car really said you're going to limp across the finish line.
Truly. It was like, if you're not going to fail, I'm going to fail you. Anyways, so we're still getting to work. It's still fine. We just are down to one car. I'm also trying to say less because I got feedback from my in-service saying that I use the word a lot. And I'm just kidding. That was a sarcastic one. No! I'm trying to use it less because it's like my punctuation. Anywho, so we're at Target, gonna pick up a pan, gonna walk around, and then probably gonna go get dinner or something because our salmon is definitely not thawed. And yeah, we'll take you along for whatever we can. And no, I'm not saying the U word. And we're gonna have a great evening. I got a little bit of B-roll of our barbecuing on Sunday. Monday we didn't film, so Tuesday, this is the first time we're actually talking to the vlog.
Oh, I thought you had already filmed an intro or something.
No.
Okay.
You are the intro. You are the moment.
You are the magic.
Anywho, let's run inside. Our car's off. It's starting to get to be like 80s, 70s, 80s outside, so it's getting a little toasty.
Feels amazing.
But yeah, come along with us to Target. Okay, Ben is holding the camera because we were successful in getting a pan, but of course it's Target and you have to walk out with something that you absolutely were not planning on getting. So, growing up, these were my thing. These were like Polly Pockets, yes. Barbies, sure. But Littlest Pet Shop, yes. So, I had to get one. It's a little surprise pack thing. It's taped shut, so we'll see. It's in its little carrier.
Rip it. Rip it.
Rip it and rip. Oh, wait. I need to show you the options you can get on the back here. There's so many different options that you can get. Obviously, I'd be happy with a dog. I'd be happy with the turtle. I kind of really want the walrus. It's the little blue one. It's super cute. But let's see which one I get.
Open. Rip it.
Okay, the box, 0 out of 10 for ability to open it. Oh no, I see something.
Is it green?
I don't know what it is. It's pretty small. Okay, we're gonna unwrap it. I'm not looking at it. Is it green? Yeah, it's a green one. Oh my gosh. Wait.
Oh, that's a carrot?
That's a carrot, but what is it? Oh, it's the turtle! We got the little turtle, dude. Oh my gosh. Dude.
Why'd they give carrots to a turtle?
I don't know. Target, you know what you're doing, because not only do they have the Littlest Pet Shops, they also had Tamagotchis. They also had, what was your thing?
Those little Bakugan
The Bakugan thingies. So they are bringing back all of the nostalgic toys because they know that we now have adult money and we'll blow money on these things.
We're now at Torchy's in the to-go. Gonna get some tacos for dinner.
Tacos. Hi, it is Thursday. Wow, it's Thursday already. Okay. So, we're moving fast. I gotta get ready because it is... Now I'm about to... It is Ben's birthday today. And so I worked the whole day and then I came home and procrastinated on homework. But now I have to hurry because I wanted to do my nails for this weekend. We're actually also going down to Houston this weekend. But I wanted to quickly get ready, do some makeup, cover up any acne from the day, and get ready to go celebrate Ben's birthday. So while I do that, I figured I would just chat and talk about my day. So today, also I probably should be sharing products too. So I use the Clinique Even Better. I used to use Clinique in high school, and then had to, buy my own makeup and stuff in college and fell away from Clinique and anything that wasn't drugstore makeup. And I feel like my skin definitely hated me for that. So recently I've been going back to Clinique products and I absolutely love them. Okay, I need to not be in a rush. Just put on the Even Better concealer, that's the word. And I already had the foundation on because that's kind of what I just wear. I just wear foundation throughout the day and then I'll add anything fancy if I need it in the evening. So next I'm gonna do my face here. I have the Dibs Duo Stick. This is also a new purchase. I absolutely love it. It blends so incredibly easily. Anyways, so today was my last day of treating patients. Tomorrow I go and I observe a surgery. I think I'm going to observe a coronary artery bypass graft or a cabbage, and then that's going to be it for my last day of clinicals ever. So today was really fun. Still incredibly busy, but just finished seeing patients, said bye to patients. I feel like that's kind of something that I could never really find videos for. I had a really hard time the last clinical saying bye to all of the patients in the outpatient clinic in Florida, mainly because I knew, you're never gonna see your patients again anyways. But especially with the ones in Florida, it's like, okay, I don't even have a chance of seeing these people ever again. And so it's just really kind of hard to go from, you know, being their number one cheerleader, their number one supporter, and, you know, doing everything in your power to treat these patients to you don't know how they turn out. You don't know where they go, what they do, if they ever come back to that practice. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to in the clinic when I will be able to work with my people and can actually build a rapport with them, and then, you know, have chances of seeing them again if they ever come back for PT and stuff like that. So that's been pretty hard. But in the hospital, I mean, they're here one day, gone the next anyways, so it hasn't been as hard. That is definitely something that I don't feel like is usually talked about with clinicals. Anyways, so last day of seeing patients went well, wrapped everything up nicely with a bow. Tomorrow I go in for like a half day. We're gonna do like lunch, and I'm gonna observe a surgery. But yeah. Anyways, so that's everything blended. It blends super nicely. We love her. And I just got the 5-minute warning because we have reservations at 5:30 because we are old people, and I thought, you know, yeah, we'll be able to make it to a 5 p.m. And then I decided to do my nails. These are my nails, by the way. I went with a classic type of French. First time doing French nails, or French tips on my own. So if they're bad, don't roast me. I'm super excited. Ben is turning 25. So he's finally catching up to me. We are 7 months apart. I think 7 months apart. Can't really remember. Or do math right now because I'm in a rush. And I hate being in a rush. That was basically Dib's Duo. And then I think it was a e.l.f. Or was it called? Which one was it? Yeah, e.l.f. Halo Glow. That's what I just used for a highlighter. I don't really want to do mascara, but I'll throw some on real quick. Now all that's left is I have to do a big research project, and then I go and present that or something the day before graduation. We're not really quite sure yet. And then I graduate on April 26th. So we are officially in graduation month. So I'm going to quickly change and I will get footage of what I got him. I don't think I'm gonna have him do the card just yet. I think I'm gonna wait for dinner for card. But anyways, that's it. That's simple makeup, and that's what we're getting. So now let's change and run out the door. I'm gonna let you open the card at dinner, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Happy birthday. You already know what this is. I'm just gonna caveat with that.
I wonder what it is.
I wonder. He wanted something to open on his birthday, so I wrapped it.
This is so chaotic how I'm opening it. I'm so sorry.
Woohoo! Celebrate! Happy birthday! Koopy's cheering you on.
Alright!
Yeah, Dad! Open that gift!
I did.
Oh, look at that!
Woo!
Wow, what a surprise!
I'm so surprised.
Yeah, open them up. Show us, give us the tour, give us the haul. So Ben has never owned a pair of boots. So we got these for him last weekend.
Yeah, whoops.
Yay, give us the tour. They're beautiful.
This is the tour.
They look so comfy too.
They are pretty comfy. Not that I've worn them.
Like when you tried them on. It took us 3 hours to get these boots.
Half the time we're waiting on the branding too.
Oh yeah, that too. Okay, so we got a Texas for obvious reasons. This is our wedding date, 6/10.
The other one.
It has a little Takova's logo on the outsides of them, so everything has been put on the inside. This is Cutie. It's a gator, symbolic of our time in Florida. We do a lot of traveling to Florida. We lived in Florida for 3 months, and we absolutely love Florida. And BN for Ben Nye. Ben Nye, the cowboy boot guy.
All right.
Now he's going to put them on, and we're going to run to dinner reservations. Happy birthday! I figured while we're driving, I'll try to show you my nails in this bumpy car. But I feel like I found like the perfect my nail but better combo. It's like this, like I said, all this is like an Amazon off-brand type of thing. but it's one coat of like basically like a translucent nude and then a translucent pink, sort of kind of like one of those like jelly colors. So it's 2 coats of that combination, and then I have a really pretty like milky white that literally I just traced over I'm drawing a blank, but the part of the nail that overhangs the other part of the nail, and it's like wider, the French tip type thing. I just kind of traced that. Anyways, so me has almost a doctorate degree in anatomy. Also me cannot figure out the word for the tip of your nail bed.
Your nail tip.
But I don't want to call it my nail tip. That just feels weird.
Tip of your nail?
It is the tip of my nail. Anyways, so here's the nails but better. I went for something super clean. We have obviously Ben's birthday that I wanted to look nice for. We're traveling this weekend. So every time I say that I'm going to come on and be more regular on YouTube, I swear something ends up happening. So I think we left off talking about me finishing clinicals. It was Ben's birthday, so that was literally almost 20 days ago. The next day I had my official last day of clinicals. We just kind of had a wrap-up party and kind of, I don't know, said our goodbyes, did gifts, everything like that. And I got to watch my second open heart surgery. I just wanted to come on here before I close up the vlog and kind of address some of the concerns and stuff that I had said in the last clinical week in my life in clinicals, where it was my first week. And so kind of just to bring it full circle, kind of wrap up, but I had mentioned being really nervous, and I can say that, I mean, I was rightfully so nervous. It was the most intense clinical that I've ever had, and the first few weeks were very nerve-wracking. They honestly were very stressful for me. Just being in, a new setting, dealing with a lot different patients than I was used to, obviously, without outpatient clinic. It was a very different clinical than I was used to. The first few weeks were very stressful, and I kind of had a lot of anxiety the first few weeks, just trying to get used to the caseload, the pace, and just seeing people quite literally at their lowest. But I mean, I quickly started to adapt, and I would say definitely by midterms, like the 6th week, it was pretty, I don't know, I was pretty desensitized to everything. And yeah, it ended up being a pretty good clinical. None of my anxieties really, amounted to anything once I started the clinical and got into it. I think it's always just the anticipation that's the worst part of starting a clinical, and I kind of knew that going into this clinical. I think one of the most prominent lessons that I learned throughout this clinical was that you really don't know. You really don't know what you're going to get. So some of the patients, they can look really good on paper, and you walk into the room and you're like, who is this? And why is this not the same? Like something's missing here from the documentation. And so you can have patients that you expected to be easy be really complex, and then vice versa. You can have patients that you thought were going to be so hard to work with on paper, and like they're not doing well, their labs aren't doing well, but then you go in and they're, getting up and getting around because that's what they did at home, and that's just, they're used to living that way. And so there's a lot to learn about like preconceived notions of patients and stuff like that, which I kind of got a feel for in outpatient clinic, but never to this degree. But yeah, overall, it was a very good clinical. I definitely see the appeal in inpatient therapy. We
got to, show up to the patients whenever we wanted to. The patients didn't come to us. We kind of had that autonomy with them. And I really did like advocating for patients and kind of recommending where they should be sent home to based on how well they move around, what their support system looks like at home, and then collaborating with OT on, are they going to be able to dress themselves? Are they going to be able to cook their own meals? Is the environment that they were living in conducive for them to return to now? Had a lot of good conversations. I feel like it grew me more on the like mental side and the conversational side of physical therapy. And so it was very valuable. I 10 out of 10 would do it again, but I am glad that it is over because it's my last clinical rotation, and now we are in graduation week. It is graduation week. I graduate this coming Saturday, and yeah, we're just getting set up for that. And so I was going to end the vlog here just to kind of wrap up discussing kind of how the clinical ended for me. For those of you who are, interested, as I said before in my prior video about clinicals, or week of my life in clinicals, I really wanted to just make a few videos that kind of highlight and discuss the physical therapy school journey for those who, are contemplating becoming a physical therapist, who are applying to be one, or who are already in school, and for anybody who is just kind of curious about physical therapy as a whole. I feel like I didn't really have that whenever I was looking to go into PT. There were videos on social media and stuff like that, but there was nothing that really gave sound advice or sold it to you straight about like how PT school was. I think a lot of the content that we consume on social media tends to kind of give badges to people who are suffering the most, if that makes sense. So the people that I saw on social media when I was getting ready to embark on this whole journey was countless video after video of people being like, oh, I wake up at 4 a.m. to go to the gym, then I go to class, then I come home and I'm studying till 11, and then I do it all over again. And it's just like this cycle of day in my life, but they don't really talk about their feelings about it, nor do they really kind of give you any positive feedback about it. So I kind of wanted to make a few videos that, positive or not, they're just real videos, unfiltered videos, and I don't mind sharing my feelings about it. So I just figured I would kind of make a few videos here and there. I'll probably continue to do some as I study for boards. But yeah, so that was my very last clinical ever. I had 3 of them in total, 1 6-week one and 2 12-week ones. And it's kind of hard to believe that literally a year ago, I was just wrapping up my very first clinical ever. Like, it goes by so fast, but the days feel so long. Now I'm ready to graduate, and I'll be picking up a video right after this one about getting ready for graduation and some thoughts as a whole on PT school and everything, and just kind of taking you along this super big week in both Ben and I's lives. And so, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it was short. I'm sorry that I took a 2-week hiatus due to car issues, which I don't think I updated you guys on that. But basically, the Friday that was my last day, I got home. An hour later, we were heading down to my hometown to be with family for Ben's birthday. What was supposed to be a weekend trip ended up being a 2-week-long trip because my car's transmission gave out. So we also are the proud new owners of a new car. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, sorry for the delay. I promise I am going to start being more regular on YouTube and uploading. That is my number one goal for the year, is just kind of starting it, but then seriously starting my YouTube channel. So you'll be seeing me very soon. I hope you enjoyed this for what it was, at least, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know any questions that you have about physical therapy. If you are watching this and you are starting physical therapy, where are you in your journey? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.